All right, guys. So we're back again here with the OBS streaming setup again. Do a quick video for you guys. Like this is more of a PSA, just like the title says up above. I want to hop in real quick on a situation that has been kind of developing, but I think we know enough now to kind of talk a little bit about it. And what we're talking about is a situation around the Amazon's New World MMO, and well, the RTX 3090. Let's get into it. I'm not going to hold you too long. We're going to get right into the article here, and we have a couple of them. But long story short, Amazon has put their New World MMO into beta, and oddly enough, they did this even though in alpha it was revealed that there was a situation, even though it was not a widespread one, where people with certain video cards were having actual hardware issues. In other words, the video card would be bricked. It wouldn't be able to actually boot anymore after trying to play this game. So the user would get into the game, and after a little while of playing or being in the menu for a while or whatever it may be, the game would crash, and it wouldn't just crash the video game, it would crash the whole system. And when they try to boot back up, the video card itself would actually be bricked. It would not be able to boot up. You'll have an actual hardware failure. Something will have burned, something is burning out on that card. Now to to make matters worse, and kind of like a like Satan just has like a bad joke, I guess. The card in question is the RTX 3090, literally the most expensive GPU a consumer can buy right now is pretty much the RTX 3090, and that is the one that is having those issues, which is just crazy to think about, that you bought the top end card in an MMO, which is something that usually can run on a potato, is what's causing your card to literally burn out. Now, in my opinion, a lot of people are saying that it's an issue potentially with the cards. EVGA or Nvidia needs to step in. Now, I do agree that Nvidia does need to step in, because I don't think it's a hardware issue. I don't think it's an EVGA issue per se. I think this is a software issue. I think that there is a conflict, a critical conflict between the GPU driver and the actual game itself, the New World MMO. I think in that game probably exposed an issue in the driver, which allows the game to overrun the card to the point where it actually burns up a component. That's, again, that's a little bit crazy to say, especially in 2021, that a game could be capable of doing that, but maybe this is a sign of how technology moves on. Video game engines progress all the time, and maybe for Amazon's New World MMO, which I'm not particularly familiar with the game, maybe that whatever engine they're using is kind of at that level where it can do things like this. So Amazon, of course, is defending the alleged GPU killing game, as this article is calling it. A little, it's a little much, but it is what it is, I guess. So Amazon, of course, is going to defend their game. Of course, they're saying that it's not the video game's fault. However, they're releasing a patch. I think the patch they're releasing is just going to force a VSync situation with the video games. In other words, you won't be able to actually run past a certain FPS or something like that. That's a quick approach, because a lot of people are saying that it's because the graphics card was at some point in the game, whether it be in the menu or some other not intensive scene, it was actually running at full bore, and usually that is not a problem. I mean, that's a very common thing, where if you're in a video game menu, the FPS cranks high. Like if you play like Shadow of the Tomb Raider, it does the same thing. You're in the menu, the frames crank high, and if you have like an AMD card, or AMD or Nvidia, you could even hear the card squealing if it has that squealing issue. The issue I'm talking about. If it has that issue, that you can actually hear it, going full tilt, and it's not an issue. It's not a problem. It is just something that is. It's just the nature of the technology. However, they're saying in this case, it might have been running so high that it actually burned out a physical component on the actual card itself, which is why A lot of people's suggestions is to turn on VSync, as you can see here, or use utilities to limit the card so that your 3090 card doesn't crank up to insane 1,000 something plus FPS while in those easy to render situations. It's rather unfortunate. It's definitely unheard of. This is definitely a first, at least as far for me. I've been doing computers for quite a while, been on computers for years, and I've never heard of a video game causing a situation like this to happen to a video card. Usually a game would have a driver issue, something software related, something that you can install an update or something like that, and you'll be able to get back into the game, and it'll only affect the game itself, or only affect a number of different games, but it wouldn't actually kill your card. But that is the situation that we're in right now. So you have so for this article, for what's going on here, pretty much the PSA is pretty clear. Avoid this game for now. So the Amazon's New World game, if you are a 3090 user, just avoid it for now. I'm sure they will fix the situation eventually. Nvidia is actually already investigating the situation. Amazon, of course, is looking at it as well. EVGA is looking at this as well. Somebody's going to figure out exactly what's going on. But until they do, if you own that card, that is a very expensive card. It's a real damn shame if free-to-play MMO costs you over $2,000 worth of artwork. Because a lot of people are saying, oh, it's a $14.99 card. We know darn well that a lot of these cards are actually going for over $2,000 scalper prices pretty much on the web. It is very hard to get one of these cards right now. So it'll be a shame to lose that, over something like this. There's plenty of other games to play. Play those. All right. I hope you guys have a good one. That's the end of this video, and I will see you guys in another tech video pretty soon. Bye-bye.